I was speaking about Quranic memorization a few months ago, and after the dars, a gentleman approached me and said that he was aware of someone from his country who could not speak, could not read, let alone write, and yet who had memorized the Quran. So he sent me the link, and I had a look because he said this video shows all the details, and it was a news feature, and subhanallah. Now, what explanation do you give to something like this? Here's a young man. His name is Ahmadullah. When he was born, his parents didn't detect anything untoward initially, but in terms of physical health and movement, he was fine. But as he grew older, they realized that he wasn't speaking. Not a single word. So he couldn't speak at all. And he was in his infancy by now, but yet he would not speak a single word. And he's a non-Arab. The father was extremely concerned. The whole family was. And the father took him to school and enrolled him at school. And remember, it wasn't just a question of him not being able to read. He would not utter a single word, even at home, to his parents, to his family. Not a single word. He just wouldn't speak. He was taken to school, taught, no luck. Till the age of 12, he wouldn't speak, he could not read, let alone write. Eventually, he was enrolled at a madrasa at the age of 12. And in madrasa, the teacher taught him what we call the qa'idah. So many people will be familiar with the qa'idah. There are various names: Nurani qa'idah, Baghdadi qa'idah, Rahmani qa'idah, etc. So the qa'idah is simply the first book that a child normally studies, a non-Arab child. And in there, all you have are the individual letters of the Arabic alphabet. And then these letters are then conjoined, and you learn how to join the letters and pronounce the words. You still don't know what the words mean, but you just are able to recognize the Arabic script and pronounce the words. Now, it's very basic, it's very brief, and it's just a question of learning the alphabet. And this is known as the qa'idah, the foundation. And you have various names of the variants of these books. In some parts of the world, they are known as the Baghdadi qa'idah, or the Nurani qa'idah, or Rahmani qa'idah, and various other names. So when he was enrolled in school, in the madrasa at the age of 12, he still wouldn't speak. And he's approximately 20 years old now, he still doesn't speak. Even now, his father says that even now, he's approximately 20 years of age, he can sit inside the house for a month, but he will not say a word to his father or mother. He doesn't, or maybe he can't even ask for a glass of water, a cup of tea or food. Even when he wants food or drink, he signals emotions, but he will not utter a single word, even now. And yet, at the age of 12, when he was enrolled at the madrasa, the teacher devoted himself to the task of teaching this young man. His name is Ahmadullah. We'll call him Ahmed. And this qa'idah that teacher says that our children normally learn, normal children, we're not talking about intelligent ones, just normal average children, learn and complete the qa'idah, that foundation booklet. It's actually not a book, it's a booklet. They complete that booklet in 15 to 20 days, are his words. And we've known children to do it in 7 days, in a week, 5 days. So he says, normal children complete this booklet of the qa'idah in 15 to 20 days. He said, it took me 3 years to teach him. 3 years. So by the end of 3 years, he was able to recognize the Arabic script and the conjoined words and pronounce words. But it took him 3 years to do what a normal child does in 2 weeks. Then, he was 15 now by the time he completed the qa'idah. Now this young man, 15 years of age, who took 3 years to do what a normal child does in 2 to 3 weeks, by that same teacher's admission, and who till today has not spoken a single word, he started memorizing the Qur'an. And he completed the hifz and the memorization of the entire Qur'an in 1.5 years. It took him 3 years to do a booklet, just recognize the words. And immediately after the booklet, it took him 1.5 years to memorize the Qur'an. Until today, he was 15, about 16 and a half when he completed the Qur'an. And today he's about 19, 20 years of age, approximately. His father says he still does not utter a single word. Even till today, he won't ask for a drink or for food. He can't speak. He can't read. He can't write. And he can't read his native tongue. Remember, he's a non-Arab, so he can't even speak or read his native tongue. He can only read the Qur'an. To the extent that if people place Arabic books in front of him, and this is remarkable, if you take an Arabic book, even one with pictures and big writing, and you show him the book, and they actually display this, the teachers are there showing him a book. Of the book, he can only recognize and read those words that have occurred in the Qur'an. So you've got 2 pages, or 1 page of pictures, he can only recognize and actually pronounce those words that are in the Qur'an, even though they're all Arabic. If the word is not in the Qur'an, he can't even recognize it or read it, let alone pronounce it. This Ahmadullah, the non-Arab speaker, who till today does not speak a word of his own language, his father says he doesn't even ask for water or tea or food, his father's words. Nothing. He spends 14 hours every day reciting the Qur'an, learned the booklets of the qa'idah in 3 years, and that was his greatest achievement. He failed everything else in school till the age of 12, and with extreme devotion from one of his teachers, who dedicated himself to the task, the most he achieved by the age of 15 was no other alphabet, no language, no reading, writing skills, not a word spoken, but the most he ever achieved was he managed to learn the booklet of the qa'idah in 3 years. And that's just the Arabic alphabet, individually and conjoined. And then all of a sudden, that same young lad from the age of 15, in 1.5 years, he memorizes the entire Qur'an.